Hey everybody, it's Matthew C. Hines. We are back with another Hines On Air podcast. We have a special presentation for you today. And before we start, I'll give you a brief intro. Our company here in Atlanta has partnered up with a group called Children's Business Fest. Children's Business Fest works with many kids who are young entrepreneurs who are getting their company up and running and helps them flourish and prosper with their own company. Today, we have two of the superstars from the Children's Business Fest. They have their own podcast. They've been doing it for a long time, right? And they've learned lots, so they're going to share with us today. Now, they're a little bit younger than most of our other entrepreneurs, but don't let that discourage you. They've got lots of good information, and you are going to learn something today. So, why don't we get rolling? Can y'all introduce yourselves to everybody?
Well, I'm Silvana Quintero, and I'm the CEO of Chihuahua Hot Dogs. I sell hot dogs, and I'm one of the hosts of Children's Business on TV.
Okay.
And I'm Valeria, Labrador, the CEO of Valeria, and I'm also one of the persons who go on Children's Business on TV.
Okay, nice. So it's on TV too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it's not just a podcast. You actually have a TV program?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, Silvana, we're going to start with you. How long have you had your company?
Well, I had my business for, I say like 3 months. Like it was, just formed.
Oh, it's just formed?
Yeah.
But I've known you longer than that. It seems like have you had another company before that?
It was Pinky Arts. And I used to love, I still love, drawing and just using a lot of, arts and everything. Mm-hmm. I still have it aside from my main company, which is now Chihuahua Hot Dogs, because I just formed Chihuahua Hot Dogs because I love hot dogs, and it's one of my favorite foods. And I decided to include that with business.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
What made you? All right. So you said you love hot dogs. That's
yes.
Good. What also made you venture out and kind of explore other areas of business?
Well, I realized that the food section of business is really popular.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I just wanted to have another business aside from Pinky Arts. And I just really love food, and I was I have the resources, I have the materials, why not form another company?
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, good. So you're CEO of both?
Yeah.
It's the hot dog company, and the first one was what?
Pinky Arts.
Pinky Arts.
Yeah.
And there you just created pictures and other...
Yeah. I made portraits, I made paintings, posters. Yeah, I still do it.
Okay. All right. And how do you sell the portraits?
Well, I usually sell it in children's business events.
Mm-hmm.
I was planning to make a website. I'm still planning to make a website, maybe on eBay, so I can sell my portraits. And yeah, that's how I sell the portraits.
Good. How about the hot dogs? How do you sell those?
Well, I also sell them on events. I'm planning to do deliveries, go door to door. Do you want some hot dogs? I'm selling them for $5. The events, I get hired. I want to also plan to do birthday parties. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
All right. We wish you the best with that.
Thank you.
All right, Valeria, tell us about your company.
Okay, Valeria started about 2 years ago with children business. I also go to events and birthday parties. I've been hired for quite a few birthday parties, and yeah. I love it. I love candies. I love obleas. So, the obleas bring candies from Venezuela. So,
what is an oblea?
An oblea is a cookie.
Okay.
And you put arequipe or dulce de leche and Nutella or any topping that you want, and I'll put it on there.
Okay.
And in the future, I want to make my line of gymnastic clothes because I'm a gymnast. And I don't know if you know the gymnast Simone Biles. She is the best gymnast, and she has her own line of clothes. So I want to have mine too.
Nice. Yeah. She's the best gymnast where?
In the world.
In the world.
Yes, sir.
She's in the Olympics and all?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, good. All right. So that's exciting. Congrats to both of you.
Thank you.
Because it's not easy to start a company. All right. And y'all
not easy.
done it. No, it's not easy. Have you learned anything? Hey, once you got started, what was difficult? What could you do well? Valeria, you're not. What do you think?
Yes, I learned a lot of things because at first I was really nervous. To start because what if I mess up or what if people don't like it? But at the end of the day, it's fine because you don't start like at the top, right? You'll progress on the way, and you learn stuff like with your teammates. And like Silvana, I've learned a lot of stuff from her too.
Nice. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I congratulate you, because a lot of adults even can't get past that fear of failure.
Yeah.
But y'all are learning to cope with it and do it early on. So well done. But you're right. You just got to get started.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I see people stop at the start.
Yeah.
They talk and they'll talk and they'll think and they'll think and they'll have all these bright ideas, but they don't ever start anything.
Yeah, and they just don't put it to use.
They don't
like, oh yeah, I have this idea to make this like type of business and everything. And you see them like very excited with a lot of like bright memories and like a lot of like ideas, and you think to yourselves like, wow, this business is really going to turn out. But then when you see it, it just like stop.
Yeah, I want to congratulate you, because a lot of people have great ideas, big ideas, and they would probably be successful, but they get scared. They stop before they start, and nothing ever happens, and they find themselves 10 years later still thinking about doing something, but never got going.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people, and they're just like coming up with a lot of bright ideas, and like they already have their business plan, like a whole plan, and they're like, wow, I really want to like form this business, like with lollipops, and you're like, wow, this business is really going to turn out good. But then they just like stop, and they don't like continue with that awesome idea, which I think they should.
I agree.
Yeah.
They should.
Mm-hmm.
They should. Have you ever thought about stopping? Did it ever get difficult and you're like, look, I'm done? I'll go study something else.
Not that like I'm done, but sometimes I'm like, is this for me? Is it not for me? But then I look back and I see like all the growth that I'm making, like how much like better I've improved since day one. And it's like, wow, I'm actually pretty good at it. Why am I going to stop?
Wow.
And yeah, that's something that I feel like a lot of people should think about, because sometimes if we mess up in one little thing, we might be like, okay, we're not good for this. But no, we have to keep going, because from like our bad things, we learn from that stuff and like get better at it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very well said. We have to put that everywhere. That's exactly right, and very well put.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with her, because just because you have this little mistake, like you messed up on your business plan, then that isn't a reason for you to just like be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore just because I didn't like, I just had this mistake with my business plan. I don't think it's going to work out anymore. No, because you should keep going, and you shouldn't also let nobody stop you, because it's what you want to do. Like, for example, for me, my hot dogs, I've always wanted to do hot dogs. And just because one person tells you, oh, you can't do this because you don't have the enough material or resources or skills, that isn't a reason for you to just like not like go ahead with your business. Like, you should keep doing it no matter what. Now, if you want to stop doing that business, but you want to do a different one, then you should go ahead, because nobody's going to force you to do something that you don't really want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a good point.
Yeah.
I think going along with what you were saying, you learn to trust yourself, because, people are afraid to make decisions because they don't want to be wrong, like y'all are saying. But once you get to a point where you could just make a decision, there's no right or wrong. It's just kind of a different path that you choose. You make a decision, then you'll make another one, then you'll make another one, and you kind of learn to just trust yourself and go with it. That's what I had to get to, because it was hard to decide when to spend money or when to hire somebody or when to go into a new service or something. So I think, like you were saying, you just don't worry about right or wrong. You just go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were talking to her, so y'all do a podcast together, right?
Yes.
Okay. And earlier you told me that you had learned something valuable on that podcast, or I think that's where you heard it.
Yeah. Like this thing that's like how to like do your money correctly and like what to do with your money.
Yeah.
Which we learned it in like children business workshops, like where they help you with your business. It's the 4 legs of the pig, like the pig with 4 legs, because like pig has 4 legs, right?
Right.
Each leg, it has a job. So like in each leg, money goes into it.
Okay. So what do the 4 legs represent?
Can you help me with it?
Yeah.
So investment, donation, fun, and savings.
Okay. Then is there an amount suggested for each one of those? Is it even 25% on each? Or did it talk about that?
You put more money in the investments because like it's going back into your business. Like you're using it to buy more products or to sell more products. Yeah. But like the other stuff, you kind of divide it equally. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So investment doesn't mean put it in like the stock market. That means reinvesting into your company. Yes, sir. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's good advice.
Yeah, investment is I think in my opinion, it's one of the most like important ones. Yes. Because if you don't have money, because you sold your products, like with the obleas, which is what she does.
Right.
Like, for example, you sold like all of your obleas and you have a lot of money left. Like you made a lot of money and you're just going to take all of that money and put it in the rest, but not like the amount needed for investments. And it's really important that you put most of your money in investments because that's what's going to buy the rest of the materials that you need to make your product.
Right.
Sell it. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
How about in the fun category? You get the big percentage there?
No. It's like a small portion because that's what's going to have your like fun. Like for example, like buy ice cream or a gift card or a toy.
Right, and we're talking about FUN, not FUND.
Yeah,
right?
Fun.
Okay, so fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's you get to go enjoy all the profits you've made, son.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good. And then the other savings, did you have a percentage or, all right, so you put, that's just general savings. You're just putting it aside in case you have a bad month or something.
Yeah. Or in my case, that you want to, because I want to build a cart, like a wooden cart like Valeria's, so I can go to events or birthday parties with my hot dogs. And in my case, I'm going to put money in savings. So because a cart, the estimated amount for the cart is $500.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, investments, you need more. Like, you need to put most of your money there. But, like, the other portion aside, I want to put it in savings so I can save up for my cart. Yeah.
That's good. Good plan. All right. So, you don't have to tell me the amount. Are you getting close to being able to buy the cart?
No, really. But I'd say I think I have, I mean, my mom is the one who's controlling it right now, but I'm pretty sure we have like around $200 in there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Not bad, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Okay, good. That brings up one point that it's constantly, I just finished a book by a guy named Patrick Bet-David. He has a very successful podcast and he's a successful businessman. And he says one of the many points, and a lot of people say this, is that you want to make sure you're surrounded by good people who believe in you.
That's very important.
That's very important. Yeah. Y'all are lucky because y'all have awesome parents who are there to support you, right? That's huge.
My inspiration is my parents.
Yeah?
Yeah, me too.
Oh, that's cool.
My country, I want to change my country. I want to make it a better place. Me too.
Wow. That's a great goal. Which country?
Venezuela.
Yeah?
Venezuela isn't at the best state right now, and I just wish it got better, so I need to visit it again. Yeah.
So you have been before?
Yeah, I was born there, and I was raised there, but I had to leave there when I was, like, I think 4 or 5. Yeah, I got here when I was 3.
Gotcha. All right. Do you remember being there?
I remember, like, some family's house and the beach and some stuff.
No, I bet it was pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, the beach in Venezuela was beautiful.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So y'all want to be successful here and carry that success and go back and improve Venezuela?
Yes.
That's a great goal. Do you know how you'd go about doing that? Any idea? Would you want to get involved in the government or how?
Well, yeah, get to that point one day where you can like be with the government and the government will see your job. It could be like, wow, kids are doing this. Like, it's really important because like some people think that all this stuff is only for adults, but no, like kids can do this too. Yeah.
Wow. So you want to basically inspire the government to help other companies grow and all.
Yes.
So if the government, if Venezuelan government sees y'all and says, wow, these people have worked hard, they've done really great. If all of our citizens are doing this, then we'll have a great country.
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Would you ever want to get involved, like be the president?
Yes. I would want to.
You would?
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Because being a president, you can like improve your country, because that's also, in my opinion, that I think that's also what a president does. Like they choose the economy or what for, like trying to improve their country. But sadly, some presidents don't have the choice to, but they don't like take action. Yeah.
So you say they don't have the choice, or they do?
They do. Actually.
They could.
Yeah, like they could, but some presidents, they just don't want to.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because of power. Like, they think they just want to have like full control over their country and just like choose whatever, but they just like don't want to improve their country. Maybe based on power or money, because balancing a country is not an easy task, because it takes a lot of money as well.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
When you say balancing a country, what do you mean?
Like balancing as in the economy, like
okay.
Like maintaining a country isn't easy, because parts and everything.
Sure.
Like if you go to Venezuela, like back then it was amazing. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Like
everything was colorful. But nowadays there's trash everywhere. Like there's a lot of homeless people, and it's just really sad.
Yeah.
There.
It is sad.
Mm-hmm.
So you think if the country improves financially, economically, and does better, then some of these guys feel they'll lose their power.
Yes.
So they got to put others down so that they can stay in control.
Yeah, because if they put others down, they're gonna still have more money. Like, because like I said, balancing a country isn't like easy, because you have to put a lot of money into all the parks and everything. But some presidents, they just don't want to, and they just want to keep their power and their money.
Yeah. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more than just Venezuela, too.
Yeah, yes. There's other countries that are in the same situation.
There sure are.
Yeah.
There's one right here close to home called America that has that problem, too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the same as Venezuela, but I think it has the same disease that those people don't want to give up control, whether it's the president.
And it's sad looking at photos of Venezuela now, because it just looks so wasted and just like sad compared to before, like in 2013, which was when I was there. I still remember a lot of Venezuela. Like when we were like gonna leave Venezuela, like it was still beautiful. Like I remember going to the beach with my dad before the day we were supposed to board the plane to arrive, because before we got here to Georgia, we settled in Florida. So before we went to Florida, I went to the beach in Venezuela, and it was amazing. It was really fun, and everything just looked amazing and colorful and beautiful. But nowadays, it's just like gray, and like it's just sad, and sometimes it makes me want to cry, because Venezuela looked so beautiful and healthy before, and compared to now, it's really isn't.
Do you remember why you had to leave?
I think it was because of economic, because when we were going to leave, which was I think in 2017, 2016.
Okay.
That was when the economic of state, like the way of like how economic worked back then, like economy.
Yeah.
It was kind of getting bad. Like it was like the taxes were getting higher.
The taxes were?
Yes, like there wasn't like you couldn't really get work that good anymore, and everything was just like slowly deteriorating. Like it was getting worse. So we wanted to leave at the moment, because if we left like later, we probably would have a harder time and everything, because we already had money saved and we were already planning to leave. Mm-hmm. But that was when we left, And I just really miss my country.
Yeah.
Yeah, in like those times, a lot of Venezuelan families decided like to come over because the situation was like getting bad. And yeah, it was getting really bad. Like it wasn't improving. Yeah, and like also for the future of their kids, which is something that I like look at my parents and I'm like, wow, like they did it like for me and for my brother. And they moved here because they wanted us to have a better future than what they could have had. And they just like wanted the good for us.
That's great.
My parents, they didn't really have a good kid life. Like they didn't really have like when they were kids, their kid life was very hard for them.
Yeah.
My dad lost his dad and it was really hard for him. And for my mom, it was also really hard for her.
How was that? How did it happen?
I think my dad lost his dad to cancer.
Okay.
And so basically, he never really had a parent, like a dad figure for him. And my dad and my mom, when she was a kid, her parents didn't, they couldn't really like, sometimes they didn't even have money for not even bread or something. Wow. And it was just really sad whenever she tells me. And I'm like, wow, and even I complain. I sometimes complain. But looking back at their kid life, I'm like, wow. Why do I even complain when they had to go through that? And it's just really sad.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate my parents because one of the reasons, like Valeria said, that they left so I could have a better future than them.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Well, good for y'all. Great parents, of course, for making all that sacrifices and working so hard. But good for y'all, too, because a lot of kids will have opportunity, but not do anything with it.
Yes,
they don't use it.
Like,
so y'all have recognized what your potential, and you're going to move forward and do something with it.
Yes. A lot of kids, they have, like, the opportunity to shine and to, like, be a better person. And some kids, they just, like, don't want to do it, and, like, they're just, like, in the same place, like, just playing with their friends or stuff like that. Yeah. But they don't use what they have. Like, if you have the opportunity to shine, use it. Because, like, you do not know where it's going to take you.
That's right.
I've seen, like Valeria said, there's a lot of kids that just have the opportunity. Their parents are offering it to them. Like, they have the money, the resources, the materials. And they're just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And then in the future, they're like in jail or they're just addicted to alcohol and they just won't stop partying and they just work at McDonald's or Kroger or Walmart. And it's just really sad because you had the opportunity to shine but you didn't. Like, you didn't take the opportunity. And how my mom always tells me, when an opportunity or like a door opens for you, take it, because you don't know where it's gonna take you in the future. Like, what if it's gonna get you a really big job in the future? You gotta be a very wealthy businesswoman or man, and I think people should really take that opportunity. Yeah, like for example, For example, children business came from a friend of my mom, right? Who like told us about it. And I didn't think that was going to take me to, like, being part of a convention or being part of a podcast or having my own business and going to parties. Like, I did not imagine that. And now I see me and where I am, and I'm like, wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, is there anything, what's the advice you'd give to, like, a young entrepreneur? Valeria, let me start with you. Like, what would you say? This worked well, you should do this. Anything like that?
To never give up.
Never give up.
Never.
Yeah.
Like, not even if someone's like, you can't do it, or you're not gonna be successful in it. Do not listen to them. Get power from that and be like, I am gonna do this. I'm gonna be good at it. And I'm gonna inspire you to do it because you can do it. Never give up. That's my advice.
That's great advice. Thank you. Very good. Silvana, what do you think?
Well, my advice is to make sure your parents always support you, because one thing that's very...
What if they don't? What do you do? Can I yank them down and...
Well, if they don't support you, find a way to try and make them support you.
Okay.
Because, for example, I've seen a lot of people who want to be a doctor because I think a doctor's a really good job, but I've seen a lot of people whose parents don't want them to be a doctor. and they, for example, want them to be a pilot or be in the military. And I'm really inspired by those people because they've shown their parents that they can actually get to their dreams. And like Valeria said, never give up. Like, follow your dreams because that will be your destiny. And if you're gonna be something that others want you to be, but you don't want to be that, then why are you gonna be that then?
Yeah.
Like, just follow what you want because, for example, you want to be a pilot, but your parents encourage you to be a doctor, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna be a doctor because I want to impress my parents. You're gonna realize that job isn't for you, and then you're just gonna be miserable every single day because you didn't choose the right path.
Yeah.
And just like follow your dreams because that's what's gonna make you in the future.
Yeah, that'll make you happy. I think they say when you follow your dreams and do what you want, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's always fun.
Yeah.
Right? Well, good. Well, listen, congratulations on all of y'all's success. And congratulations for being brave enough to get out there, create the company, and move forward with your dreams. All right? So it is a pleasure to have you on. I think y'all are brilliant. I think you're going to do great things in life. All right?
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us. Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. No, the pleasure's mine. I appreciate y'all coming to talk.
Thank you for always being for the children with reality of instinct.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
No, it's my pleasure. All right, everybody. Well, listen, I hope you've enjoyed it. This is another Hinds on Air. If you haven't already, follow us and subscribe to the channel. And we look forward to seeing you at the next Hinds on Air.